Hello everyone, and welcome back to Satisfactory Modded Randomizer. I want to kind of push towards the space elevator blueprints that I have. I kind of want to hurry up this playthrough because the 1.2 comes out later on this month, and I want to have this series kind of wrapped up because I'm definitely going to do a series on the experimental and check out the changes, the actual coffee stain randomizer and the fluid trucks and whatever else they sneak into this update, because they have known to do that, which is awesome. But anyway, we're over here at the fuel packaging facility, but I put everything in. I have the blueprint for cooling systems, for fuse modular frames, for turbo motors, I got everything up and running. I have nitrogen gas being bottled into my dimensional storage and then pulled out of my dimensional storage. Yeah, I went that route instead of doing the making trucks and routes and stuff like that. I'm just gonna, instead of running a pipeline, this is gas, you don't need pumps, but I'm just going to do the dimensional storage thing because it is just so much easier. But with all those other things made, and I do have to go over and get drones unlocked, judging by the top right. Our power grid does not like me, so we need to really focus on power first things first, and I obviously have a blueprint for that. It's no different than saying there's an app for that. There's a blueprint for that. What I want to do is I have it staged over here, but I need to make sure it's the same height as the train network. I don't want it to be weird. So we are going to, I gotta make a quick little adjustment here. I'm just going to drop this vertically down for now. And then, let's see. Zoop. What do you think that's? This height? Nope, up a little bit. What about this height? Nope, about 2 grades above this. I'm actually just going to put that there. We're going to put that there. Oh, just a hair above. So, can I micro bump that up? Yeah, I think that's close enough. Put that there. Give me this blueprint. Yeah, see, it's gonna be, I have to do some finagling, but that's roughly where I want the blueprint to be, the height wise. And I want to do the height wise because I need this here. I need this here for a judgment. It's gonna be left to right. This isn't gonna be there like full on. The blueprint I want to use is this 72 gigawatt rocket fuel power plant. Now there's two parts to it. Alright, now this needs to be rotated. See, it's already trying to connect. I don't want that. We're just going to default for now. What I want is that to be, so I need those to match. Perfect. Perfect. That's what I want. Now, there is that archway going through, and I want to try to incorporate that into it. See, it does not touch that. It does not interfere with that blender. Let's head inside. Punch the glass. Clears the train depot. Now, does it touch these pipes? Yes, it does touch the pipes. So let's scoot that over twice. That clears the pipes. That clears that for inputs. Still nothing there. Not touching the train depot. Is it touching the... Well, it shouldn't be even more now. And sweet, it's actually touching that. I have enough for part 2. I do have enough for part 2. Game lockup. Come on. Chew it. Chew it. Get rid of the other blueprint. There we go. Enjoy the nice 2 frames a second. Let's turn my back to it so it builds it. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of stuff going on. And that's a lot of my inventory gone. Oh, hello, frames. Welcome back. Get rid of you. Okay, so this can all... Actually, I'm going to leave that there. All that can go. All this can go. So, alright, let's do vertical frame. It's going to be there anyway. The game's still struggling because it's still making pipes and stuff. Okay, so belongs there. Get rid of this. So I may need to shoot this past just a hair. I'm gonna concrete one. Enough for me to fit the highway in. I might just accept my fate and realize that it is not going to allow me to put the highway in with a lot of space. And just deal with this little chicka rock sticking out. I think that's actually a pretty good granted, I could do this just for this once. Have it scoot over. Is that near that? Okay, perfect. Have it scoot. Get rid of this. And this. Oh, I don't want to ramp. I don't know why I always end up making freaking highways every Satisfactory playthrough I do. It's like I love to torture myself or something. Alright, so yeah, that's the highway portion done. But now I want to actually recenter this, so we can do... Oh, let me see something here. If I do this until it connects, kind of want to keep this even though, so it needs to go there. It needs to go there. If I do that and then do this, and this. bit of... Do a little bit of a road checkup. Shouldn't be that. Perfect. Perfect. Beautiful. Let me get rid of this barrier. We'll put this one on an angle. Hell yeah. Boom. Done. Now, can I get this to just bypass all that mess with train tracks? And I can. How far can I stretch it? If I can stretch it that I can just connect it and just have this on one piece, I'm going to. Because then I can just put this on blueprint. Not what I wanted to do. Have this scoot under. Hell yeah. We can do this and this. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare because of the amount of connections it has right here. Inside too. Alright, there's those two. Is everything cool in here? Or is that only two connections? I need it. That's sick. Of course there's glitched fuel processors, but we'll worry about that at a later date. I just want to get this up and running first, making fuel. So what do we need? Coal, 400, sulfur, both at 4. A crude oil at 3, which is perfect because there is one over there, and I'm going to steal that, and this is going to be coal because this one facility is going to trump everything that I have. So I pretty much can shut down what I have going right now and literally convert this into nothing. I could just unplug it. Water, I'm not worried about water. Nitrogen gas, though, that's actually not a problem. I have the nitrogen gas being bottled and made over at this one over here. Yes, there's better nodes, and if I need to, I ran the road all over here to get to this one. If I need to, if I want to bottle it up and send it over by train, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to avoid train usage on this. It's going to be there if I need it, but not if I don't. Crude oil. I could possibly have this bottle the leftover rocket fuel and ship it over to my other place and then just power shard the crap out of that place over there. So, coal and sulfur. Sulfur is right over there. That is a little bit of a ride though. But I don't want to train it because what's the train gonna do? Do this. No, I'm good. Crude oil, nitrogen gas. So you need 600, which isn't that bad. If you get one packer can produce 600, so that is actually perfect. And then 2 water. This is actually a really nice. And it feeds into these buffers too. So, and I can always, if I'm struggling, I can have a train bring over. Oh, look at that. There is a cave right here with mushrooms. What's in here? Besides spooters, what's in here, literally? Okay, there's spooters. I don't know where this goes. Get distracted. I'm excited for 1.2. I'm really excited to start that playthrough with the coffee stain randomizer, because that is it's gonna be, since it's gonna be on experimental, it's really going to be something different, because it's gonna be fully mod free. Like it's not gonna have any mod, so no matter what I am used to now, I'm gonna have to adapt, which is very looking forward to. Let's see here. Give me this. And zoop that across. Where are you running? No, that's the single Mark V. Blueprints, highways. I need the belt. Where's my... What the frig was that? That was strange. Okay, I'm gonna get that down there. Is this gonna be too long? Yeah. So it looks like we're going up from here. Vertical. Is it that stuff I'm hearing? I don't know, but it's kind of weird. Not gonna lie. It is weird. And I do have walls unlocked now. So... it's like it was meant to be. Minus that beam going through it, but I'll look past that. I'm not gonna look at that. Doesn't exist if I can't see it. Then we do a shift. Then we do another one of these. Let's get it off of blueprint mode. Is that high enough? Yeah, we'll do some shenanigans. We'll be fine. I'll just do it. I'll just scoot it on top here. I'll scoot it up by one foundation. Alrighty, the chainsaw. We're gonna scoot it up and then scoot it down. I'll go through and I'll like put supports and stuff up for a later date. Just want to get it functional for right now. What the hell? Oh, I put this backwards. Oops. There we go. We can scoot this in. It should auto connect. Bump that up. It's centered. Perfect. Way to go. Exactly what I wanted. Ish. So now this. Go like such. Crank this up. And there's the 300 coal I need. Perfect. Now we just need the oil. And that... Oh, and ends there. That's not an issue. Not an issue at all. No connect. Thank you. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. Nah. I should put the coal on the first one then. If it's connecting like that, more perfect. We can do this. I can get that in underneath. Oh yeah. And I can do the top one, which is literally a 90-degree angle. Oh yeah, love it. So sulfur. Okay, so I need sulfur put on that. I do have the sulfur over there. That's a haul, but it can be done. Now oil. Let's actually work backwards. What do I need? 300? Well, you're getting a Mark II, so. Now, give me one of these. We're gonna put you in a base for it. I want to, yeah, I gotta push this higher. I want to use the gravity trick, or should say gravity law, and have the industrial buffer above it. Yeah, I don't know if these type of videos where I'm actually doing the full-on building is preferred or more enjoyable than me just doing, hey, I built all this crap off camera. So let me know if you want to, which style is preferred, especially when it comes to this game. Like, this game has Definitely a mixed audience when it comes to things. Then we're gonna be able to put a single pump in here. Hopefully. Maybe. It's gonna be kind of embedded in the dirt, but again, I'm not that concerned. And that's gonna fill up that, which in turn is going to fill... This is already getting filled, which is perfect. And you're going in. Water? Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the air condenser. That seems to be my go-to anymore for the rest of this playthrough, because I actually do want to kind of move this along. I want to move this along quite well. Kind of have some downtime before the 1.2 launches. Maybe release another video of other series that I started. Okay, so water, you need 400. That sucks because it's not a perfect balance. It's not. So we're gonna need 2 of these frickin' bastards. These are some chunky boys. Try to avoid clippage. And that's enough to get 2 pipes. Let's scoot it actually. Should I just go there to keep it even? Aesthetically even? Stop it. And just the nitrogen gas. Then the sulfur. I could do the teleport trick, but we got this other belt here, so we're going to use the other belt. And I can get that on one thing. So that's very helpful. We just got to get this rolling. Come on, give me an open connector, please. Yeesh, man, you got nothing for an open connector. Oh, you already got power. So that means this... Yeah, this is already working. And I believe it uses the rocket fuel with the compact hull recipe, the alternative, the nitro fuel. So, we're going to have compact coal as an alternative. I may need to just sink that. Whoever that comes out, we'll find out. I do know part 2 has a lot of open space, so we'll just jump right into that. Ha! So cool. Alright, so now we just need the nitrogen and the... So... Packager... I kinda wish I had part 2 attached, so I had room. It would be helpful. That kind of works. No. There we go. What am I gonna need? A blueprint downloader. Oh, you do not like this downloader being there. Yeah, you do not like this downloader being there. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Attach it to the ceiling, more or less. Oh shit, I needed to put that somewhere else. Downloader. And I'll do some fancy stuff with beams and stuff. That goes fine. And then we're gonna go to, gotta do search. Packed. Packed nitro. Boom. We got some packed nitro. And we're gonna do the unpacked nitro. Now we're gonna have a road right through here, but that's fine. Oh shit. Forgot I micro adjusted it. Do this. Kind of what I did over at the space elevator part. We're going to just kind of, or do I have to go down one more? I gotta go down like quite a bit. Have an awesome sink, taking the leftover. What do you mean surface is uneven? That's fine. What we're gonna do is a dimensional downloader, taking the majority of it, and then I'm gonna put a smart splitter in. Oh, I need, never mind, an uploader, sorry. Uploader. Have the majority of it go forward. That would be an empty fluid tank, and then the overflow, because I do have it being made, like those containers being made constantly. Yeah, I'm gonna need, let's pre-think this here. We're gonna need to get rid of compact coal, right? So let's put a merger in there. And we can do this. Have that go up. And holy crap, that's almost like dead straight where I need it to be. Almost. There we go. I just need to give this thing some juice. And then we need to run the pipe. The pipe. Definitely gonna need a storage buffer. So, we're going to do this. Buffer. Oh, don't give me that. Thank you. Fine, we'll do it a little bit off. Not that off. And this one needs 300 each, so I can actually, I could do this. Yeah, we're going to put that out a little bit. That'll work. I will strip this on the pipe. It's a gas, so we don't need it. Don't need anything from it. Do I have the wall port? I do. Wall ports are not exactly the most reliable. But, okay, hang on. Put a wall port there. Sure, let's go with that. This needs to go up. Like, up. Okay, that's not where I want it. Let's see. Good pipe placement. Not what I wanted. Heck. Can I just put this down here? And that's what I wanted, to go up and over. And he can walk next to it and get all fancy dancy. Oh. That's kind of disappointing. But that's fine. That's alright. Now I just... I need to find a power source. Okay, yeah, there's one over there. Let's go straight up. Let's go straight over. Tucking me. Ooh, wait. I saw it. I saw it. There it is. Boom. And that should start making nitric gas. But I gotta do this and crank it up. Hell yeah. So we got that, we got that. We got coal going in. Buffers are weird. It needs to, well, it needs to be connected. Let's just start there. Yeah, it needs to be connected first. Way to go. Good job. Before it starts filling. So that's that. You already have maxed out fuel. Oh, the polymer resin too. That needs to be... awesome synced. I think this is compact coal. So, what we're gonna do here... Okay, cool. Put that in the center. Why does it do that? It just goes weird all of a sudden. Ah, that was a mildly good guess. Where I needed to go. And that should get the fuel burners still up and running again. We'll just get rid of it. You're slowly getting nitrogen gas, which is good. Yeah, you're filling, you're draining slowly. Just gotta wait till it gets full before it pushes. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you got water in you, you got heavy oil residue, you got crude oil. To continue for part 2. Oh yeah, this is the compact coal. So that's just gonna get whoop. That's just gonna get chucked right out too. Perfect. Love it. Don't know what this is for. Oh, that's for the sulfur. Which is what we need next. Joyful. So... that's that. Yeah, we don't have sulfur anywhere near us, do we? Besides that one. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, we have it stop over here. It's only on a Mark 4. Nope. 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 If this system can survive... well, if you want a max efficiency, you can have the compact hull pull over and fill the turbo fuel. Yeah, I'm not that dedicated. No, spank you. Like, this thing can barely keep up. I think it's only a 300, yeah. That's why I had 2 filling. So eventually, this is actually going to start to shrink down. Joyful. This is not going to be able to sustain all of these requiring 40. 3, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, I need 400. And that's only supplying 300. So eventually, this is, yeah, this has already ran out. This is going to need full blast going that way. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to kind of... Again, I'm not going to need this setup for much longer. So, we gotta get sulfur over there. And I do have space. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So, we're gonna do this. Can I melt that? Perfect. We're gonna scoot this down to here. We're gonna need a wall. I could have just used the conveyor walls. I understand that, but I don't want to. Holy freaking complication. Alright, so we're hitting a rock here. So we can... yeah. More fancy belt manipulation here. This is the final piece. There we go. Oh, yeah. Go, my sulfur. From across the map-ish. Like this, we could just do a vertical drop to there. Let's support it. And down here, we can do this. Boom, support it. This is all supported. I gotta get up here. So I need to do a final connection where this belt needs to get. It's not gonna be enough. What, I do 780? Yeah, it's just shy of what it needs. Summer sloops. Summer sloops are the answer to everything. Tell you what, let me do this. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Connect, please. Thank you. Perfect. Speed that. Oh, what am I doing? It's just shy, but it will feed it. Rocket fuel. Now these aren't going to kick on. They're not going to kick on until there's a valve underneath. Like, yeah, this sulfur. Okay, at 200, 200. So why'd you need? Oh, it's accommodating for the back half. So is this only going to be like 30,000 watts? I love the black pipe with the rocket fuel like filler. Oh, that looks so damn good. Yeah, oh, this is full of crude oil. This gets filled with water. This from a train delivery. That should be full of that. This is going to go all the way over here and fill this up with sulfur. These are filled with nitrogen gas. Perfect. Like, literally perfect. And then if we go up here, there's some rocket fuel, which is good. You have to go over to these, and there's these valves. This controls the power, but I want the buffers to get full first. Yeah, I want the buffers to get filled up. So, go to 75 watts. We do that. 300. Okay. Now, inputs, output. Okay, so you have enough to do 600. Maybe not all four. There you go, just one. Yeah, because you're already sitting idle because you're not getting enough sulfur. So we're gonna put one sloop in each one. That should be suffice to at least like boost it. Why aren't you getting enough sulfur? Because of the other system. Which makes sense. That's fine. Once this gets turned on after running for a bit, it's going to kick in. What do I need for part 2? If I'm gonna do this, I might as well just like 86,000 concrete. Holy shit. 65,000 copper. Whoa. There's not even freaking trains on this side. Oh, but there's motor there. Oh, wait. Why is there 10? Okay. Okay. Let's tone it down a little bit. Much better. Yeah, I'm gonna make 10 of them. Okay. So, we'll end the episode off where I do a little bit of what I have going on over here. You see, I started to close in the second floor. I left this open just in case I want to go this way and put the one space over to part here and put the other one up top here for the final stages, because they are some massive blueprints. But I have, if you see my last playthrough, I did this. It actually works out pretty well. I put the fused right on top of the heavy frames, and they're crafting themselves. It needs 5, and these need like 2.5, like 2 1/4. So it's producing just a hair more than what I need for this. And of course, these are all sloops. I gathered as much as I could. You're gonna find a lot of sloops in a lot of places. You get the high-speed connectors, the computers, like we did the last episode. I put the radio control with this lovely, beautiful blueprint that looks literally like a radio control unit. Just built everything up, amplified, added another truck delivering Criterium. Yeah, I just literally just piggybacked off of this setup, as I wasn't really using it for that. Over here we have super computers being made. I have everything shoved into like 2 or 3 containers minimum because of the challenging resource cost. Stuff gets expensive, so we're gonna alleviate that. So then it goes into the cooling system, which again has a container inside and then a container outside, and that feeds into turbo motors, and that's chugging along, doing just fine. We got some turbo motors raring to go. But yeah, that's I literally just put those machines up here. Refined, yeah, I kind of put everything piggybacking off of this station for iron. Instead of having 2 irons, I have 1 iron. Just now that I have the Mark V belts. Here's my base setup. Literally what I just did out there. Import 600 overflow goods synced, then that. On the back side, on the inside, I kind of tweaked the numbers of some of the machines and it reproduces more, which feeds into this. So, constantly feeding it, because eventually, in the back part of part 2, I'm going to have it bottling rocket fuel, and that is going to be my drone fuel. So, but yeah, everything else is the same. I just kind of went nuts and just stacked containers upon containers because the cost of the challenge X mod, I kind of regret putting it on with such a short time frame, but it's working. I'm making it work. It's a lot of my game just running, but that's fine. Ooh, heavy turbo fuel. Made in a refinery from heavy alternate. Alright. I've been just scanning. I'm actually really low on hard drives. I don't think I have enough even to unlock the ion fuel, but I don't plan to unlock ion fuel.
Milestone reached. Drones provide automated low-capacity aerial transport between drone stations. Stations need to be supplied with any kind of fuel for the drones to function. Fix-It had several restrictions in place prohibiting creative use of drones. I have since removed those because I think no pioneer would ever misuse Fix-It property right under their noses. Especially since everything is recorded.
Right. But yeah, I don't plan on unlocking ion fuel. It's cool and all, but yeah, I don't. 900. I don't plan on unlocking that anytime soon. I don't even think I'm going to touch on nuclear facility because I think this power plant is actually not that bad to supply. Like rocket fuel power plants are not that. Rocket fuel itself is not that nasty of a material to make. There's tons of blueprints out there, and like blueprints really changed this game. It's unbelievable. So, like I do need to unlock nuclear power. 4,800, 1,200 supercomputers, 48,000. I already have 24 in there of concrete. It's so freaking expensive. 1,200, 2,400, 24,000 pipes. Oh my god. This will solve my sulfur problem. Is it's going to kick that up to... Well, if it's 600 now, what does that kick it up to? Like 780? Or 900 or something? I don't remember. But... yeah, that is so expensive. Oh my god. I don't have this. This is going to take my game running for quite a long time. 24,000 concrete. This will definitely solve my sulfur issue though, so I might kind of go for this one first. Oh, the pod just launched, but yeah, we are we're gonna end this one there. I thank you all so much for watching. Next is definitely going to be, I want to try to get the back half of the power plant attached before next episode. I think next episode is going to be putting the blueprint down for the next phase and then just logistically supplying it, because I think the systems I have now in place are at their limits. We may dabble into more trains and have the train network bring in materials for that stuff. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Dabble in trains. Like I do have that whole roof patch. I got a patch over here. I might be able to fit both blueprints up there. I don't know yet. We'll figure out next episode. But again, thank you all so much for watching. And we'll catch you, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.